How's it going, everybody? My name is SwingPoynt, and this is the answer vlog to the Ask Me Anything vlog that we had last week for 1,000 subscribers. But before we get into answering some questions, I would like to just welcome the new subscribers. Since last week, we got about another 110, 120 people, so I'd like to welcome you guys. You might not know what's going on with this vlog, but if you want to, you can click right there for the vlog that I'm answering the questions to. And also, today's holiday, well, there's actually a couple of them. One of them is Talk Like a Pirate Day. I'm not going to do a pirate impression. National Butterscotch Pudding Day and National Women Road Warrior Day. Okay, whatever. I'll roll with it. So, you know what? Let's just get straight into it. Let's answer some questions here. Hey, SwingPoynt. What made you want to do YouTube? I guess if anything made me want to do YouTube, it was the fact that I really liked playing video games, and that I always felt so guilty for playing them, because I felt like it was a hobby that didn't really get me anything. I mean, a lot of people have hobbies that are productive and help contribute to their productivity outside of their hobby, and I felt like video games is one of those things where not a whole lot of people talk about them except for when you're on the internet. You can't really market anything like that, and and they're expensive. So I started doing the YouTube thing so I could make my video gaming productive, I guess. That way I wouldn't feel guilty about playing video games, and I wouldn't feel like I'm wasting time. Because even though they're a ton of fun to play, I feel like all I was getting out of it was a little bit of fun, where I could do something else that was fun and productive. So I started making videos. This next question here is by HungerPeta, and this question was, can you do a live stream where you play The Last of Us with your subs? Technically, yes I can. The reason I haven't been doing that, and you guys deserve an explanation on this, is because when I live stream my console, my audio on my computer, so my webcam, me speaking, does not sync up properly with my console unless I delay my webcam by 2700 milliseconds, and then even after that it starts to delay more and more and more, so I have to keep resetting the stream. So technically yes, I can do a live stream where I do The Last of Us with subscribers, but I've always been sort of concerned on how the live stream would look, because I'd be like, oh my god, what the hell's going on, run! And then nothing would be going on, or something would be going on and I wouldn't even be making a face. So it's the delay with the console streaming which has made me reluctant to do so. I guess I can still try it. One thing I do every once in a while is I'll live stream what I'm doing on my console, but I won't be talking, you won't hear anything from me, you'll just see what I'm doing. So I mean, if you ever want to check that out, you can go ahead and do that, but you won't hear me talking, you'll just see what I'm doing, and maybe if you're watching at the right time, you'll be able to see something in the stream, and then later see it in a YouTube video, and then see how I react in the YouTube video, when on the stream you didn't see anything, so maybe that'd be something cool. But that's really all I've been doing for live streaming lately. I guess this is a question for you. Would you guys mind if I tried doing The Last of Us stream, and then, even though it won't be synced up that well, I mean, it's really up to you guys. This question is by Lamore Channel, I think that's how you say it, and his question is, what was the first video game you ever played? I'm guessing I played something on an Atari, because I remember an Atari and all the stupid little square pixel-looking characters. I don't remember what I played, though. I think it was a game where you grab onto a vine and swing over water, some sort of jungle game. But the first game that I really remember getting into gaming with was Sonic the Hedgehog, back on Sega Genesis, way back when. I even have a Sonic the Hedgehog stuffed animal. A lot of kids have a teddy bear or a blankie. I had a Sonic the Hedgehog stuffed animal. I don't know where he is, I haven't seen him in years, but that was what I had when I was little. This one is more of a suggestion, but I feel like you guys deserve an explanation as to why I do this with my channel, and it was by the Arnis, and he said, hey Swing, I'd like to see more games played at once other than playing one game and making a series just for a specific game. I've read that feedback a while ago, and I've been trying to incorporate some Last of Us while I do other games. The reason why I've been doing that was because, like with Outlast coming out, I tried to pump out as much Outlast as I could so I could, and I guess in a way, beat the competition, because so many people can play that game with it being on PC that I felt like I had to do what I could to make it so that those videos would actually be looked for, because if I waited too long, people become disinterested, so I wanted to get the video out while people were still interested in the game. Now that being said, what I've been trying to do is I've been trying to record other games at the same time, but it's just the time constraint is what makes it so I just try to focus on one game. With Grand Theft Auto 5, I've been just pumping videos out for that. What I want to do sometime either today or tomorrow, whenever I have time, I want to record some The Last of Us. One thing I really want to do, actually, is I want to start finding random stupid games. I actually went onto Google and typed in weird games, because I want to be able to do just a random game every once in a while, instead of always doing a story mode. I found a game called Llama in Your Face. I might play that. Or things like Super Duck Punch, things like that. I want to be able to do a random silly game every once in a while for you guys, instead of something that's, you have to progress part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to know what's going on. I will try to mix up the gameplay. I guess that's really all I was getting with that. So thank you, Arnis, for that feedback. I know it's important. It's something I should be doing, so thank you very much. This one is by 20,000. That's how I think of his name whenever I say it. Anyway, he's got 2 questions. His first one was, how did you come up with the idea to do this? Whenever I think of why I wanted to start, or why I really wanted to have my stuff recorded, I think back to when I was playing Age of Empires, or Age of Mythology to be specific, and how much fun I had in those custom stories. I wish I could get a copy of Age of Mythology that works. I found one online, I got it to me, and the online doesn't work. They have disabled the codes that work for the online. So I don't even know how I would go about getting it anymore. I don't know. I have my CD codes, I just don't know where my CDs are for my US version. So that makes me sad. But that is what I think of when I wanted to start doing this, is because I wanted to share those moments, because they were so funny. I had so much fun playing that game. A lot of it was text, and not necessarily me talking. That is actually one thing I'd like to do, is play games online where I focus on the text, where people type in and talk to you, because that can be so funny sometimes. I really get into that text-based humor. I just don't know how I would portray that in a video. I've thought about that a lot. That's something I would love to do. I feel like that's something that would be unique to do, but I need to put more thought into it, and I need to actually record some games where I actually have footage where that's happening. Back when I was 14, 15, maybe no, more like 13, I played games online a lot, and I had a huge friend base of games where we would all just talk to each other over the keyboard, and I haven't been really playing those since I was 13, so I've lost a lot of those connections. So I would have to rebuild those connections and then just work from there. Anyway, that's a really long answer for a really easy question. And his second question was, at any point did you ever consider stopping for whatever reason? I don't think I've ever really considered stopping yet. I feel like if there's anything that I have considered stopping, it's how I do certain things in videos. It's really hard to explain. I find things that I watch my old videos, and I find things that I don't like about them, and then I try to change it. I'm always trying to improve. I'm always trying to get better at what I do. I watch other people's YouTube videos. Seriously, what I do every once in a while is I look through top YouTubers right now, or top gaming YouTubers, or just top anything, and see what they're doing. I try to notice things that they are doing that I like, things that stick out to me, and I try to incorporate them into my videos, while also making it my own. I don't want to just copy something that somebody else has done. It's more visually the things that I pick up on, like ways to make the video look better, not necessarily my reactions. My reactions are me, because I feel like if you copy those, people are just gonna go, "Oh my god, you copier!" But I guess that's one thing I consider stopping, is how I do certain things in videos, which I guess if you watch my old videos, you'll see how I've progressed. I even noticed that I was a lot quieter back then. Part of it's because I'm shy. I still get shy every once in a while, believe it or not. But I feel like I've progressed a lot in terms of just opening up who I am. I feel like when I'm not recording, I'm a little bit different of a person, because when I when I record for YouTube, I really have to let myself go and be really comfortable with myself, which is something you guys have helped me out with a lot, not just on YouTube, but in life as well. I have become more expressive, I've become more confident in myself, and that is such an amazing gift that you guys have given me, and I can never thank you enough for that. But that's, I guess, my answer to that question. I apologize if it was kind of long-winded. You'll notice I'm long-winded. This question is by, oh god, how do I say this? Burritere. I don't know how to say that. I hope I got that right, buddy. And his question was, hey, are you still streaming or are you just focusing on YouTube? As you guys have noticed, I'm mainly just focusing on YouTube. The reason for that is because of time. Any time that I get, I try to put it towards recording because I'm so busy. I have a full-time job. I'm trying to do this recording thing. I'm a full-time student. I have social obligations that I try to fulfill. I'm captain of some intramural teams. It's a lot's going on, and I'm going to have to eventually focus on getting a full-time job after college too, so there's a lot going on in SwingPoynt's life, but I'm still trying to make sure I get the videos out for people because that is really what started the live streaming to begin with, was the YouTube thing. I want to be able to do both. I need your advice on this one, guys. I have considered streaming just casually, like playing some, I don't know, Plants vs. Zombies or something like that. I don't think that's something I would throw on the YouTube channel, though, because it wouldn't be the same type of video. It would be me talking to the people in the chat and not necessarily focusing on what's going on in the game and my reactions. I feel like if I were to be live streaming, it would be an opportunity to kind of have vlogs like this where I just talk to you guys, but it would be in a live setting and it wouldn't go on YouTube. At least that's something I'm thinking I would do. I would love to stream on YouTube, but YouTube streaming is still pretty bad compared to Twitch. So maybe once I figure that out a little bit more, I'll try doing that. Anyway, another long-winded answer to a very simple question. I'm focusing on YouTube more, but I would like to do some live streaming as well. This question is by Mega Red Dead Guy, and he's asking, can you make more Last of Us multiplayer? I really enjoy them. And the answer to that question is yes, I can, and I will. Next question. That sun was a little bright, just went and closed the blinds. Anyway, this question is by Skager24, and his question is, what do you like to do besides video games and gaming? I have a lot of things I like to do, actually. I'll just list some off, some of my common hobbies. I really like to Zumba. I do that every week. I like yoga. I like to play around in Photoshop just for fun, not just for YouTube thumbnails. I like to socialize with my friends. I really like building those social connections. I like going to the concerts that my university offers. There's at least once a week, or there's like 2 or 3 concerts a week. I haven't been going to them as much, probably because I've been recording so much, but that's something I really like to do. I like to go out to events and enjoy myself with my friends a little bit. I don't drink, though. Stay in school, kids. I don't know. Anyway, what else do I like doing? Gosh, there's so much. I really like reading comics on the oatmeal, and I like cats. I don't really know if that relates, but one thing if you guys haven't checked out the oatmeal, he is so funny. He is one of the funniest comics writers I have ever seen, and it's a really sarcastic humor. He really chooses his words well, even though sometimes it's a... You know what? Just look at his video. Just look at his comics. He is a very smart person. I love what he does, and he will make you laugh. I guarantee it. It's the oatmeal. Just type that in, and you'll find it on Google. This is by Lego Maker with some fancy numbers in his name. He's got 3 questions here. Are you gonna play Watch Dogs? I never really looked into Watch Dogs, but I will look into Watch Dogs. I don't know what it's about, really. I can definitely look into it, though. One thing I really like is when you guys give me suggestions, it gives me an opportunity to look into games that I've never heard about before. You guys are so important to how this channel grows because you have so many eyes and ears that I don't have. I only have 2 eyes, 2 ears, and I can only see and hear so much about what's going on. So when you guys bring something to me, it helps out so much. It really helps me find different games to play that you guys may enjoy. It really helps me push the channel forward because I can only find so many things. That's one thing that I really struggle with, is trying to find small games that you guys would like to play. I've looked at Indie Database, Mod Database, podcasts, Newgrounds. I'm looking everywhere for games that you might enjoy. I'm trying to, like I said earlier, play games, really short games, 1-episode games that you guys would like to watch. His second question is, who is your favorite YouTube star? I guess if there is a channel that I enjoy every single video, basically no matter what, it would be the guys at the Epic Rap Battles of History studio. Those guys are so funny, they're so smart. If you listen to their rap battles, there's a lot of really intelligent things going on, and they still make it sound awesome too. I feel like a lot of their raps are the only time I actually use the information that I learned in some of my classes in high school. They're very smart people. If you haven't checked them out, I really recommend you do, but I can almost guarantee that every single one of you guys has seen the Epic Rap Battles of History. And his third question, where did Larry the Cat come from? You know what? I don't think I'm going to answer that question, because I told you guys that if we get to a certain milestone, we'll have a Larry the Cat episode all to himself. I will say that he started probably back in my junior year of high school, so that's like 6 years ago. So he's an old kitty, but that's what I'll tell you. He started back in my junior year of high school. This question is by Trick My Squeeze. Have you ever heard of Resistance Fall of Man? I have heard of it. It sounds familiar. That's all I got, though. I never really looked into it. I never really got into the Resistance games because I never really tried them, so I don't know if I'm missing out on something amazing. But I have heard of it, and that's really all I got. Trick My Squeeze has another question, and who is Larry the Cat? He's a kitty. He's cool. He's in all my videos. Actually, Larry the Cat, he has been in every single... small Larry has been in every single video except for my scary montage since I started The Last of Us. So if you guys look through the videos, there is probably a 1 to 2 second window where Larry the Cat pops in. He's usually in the bottom right hand corner. So if you guys want to comment whenever you see him, that'd be really cool. That's something I would enjoy seeing. That's actually kind of the reason I put him in there, to see if people would notice. But he has been in every single video since the first Last of Us multiplayer, except for my scary montage video, and that's when he's just like, meow, meow, meow. So he's in there a lot. He's just not the little tiny Larry. Anyway, I think that's all we got for now. I have been recording for a while because I'm really long-winded. I hope I can condense this down a little bit. Other than that, I would just like to, once again, I like to take these vlogs as an opportunity to thank you guys so much for what you do and for helping me build this channel. Without you, like I say, it doesn't exist. You guys have given me such a gift by promoting this channel, by supporting it, by commenting, by liking, by subscribing, by sharing it with your friends. Like, I cannot stress enough how important that is when you guys share with your friends, how much that helps and how much it has helped the channel, because I can only stretch so far. I only know so many people, so when you guys also do it, it really just helps this channel explode beyond something that I could ever do on my own. So thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. I hope you have an amazing day. And I think I already said the holidays, so you know what? Goodbye! Hey there, YouTube. It's SwingPoynt, and I'd just like to thank you for watching my video. I really appreciate your time. And just a reminder, if you did like the video, to subscribe at the bottom of the video. Anyways, that's all I got. Have a good day, and see you next time. First thing is first. Last time, when I made a vlog, I told you guys that I was going to think of some words, some better words than awesome. Because that is how I just...